It is an ancient gas fracker. A survivor, stops he, in the year 2050. Now why does he want me? The shelter's doors are opened wide. I need to be within. The heat is here, the fire's severe. Survivors must go in. The fracker holds him by the arm. There was a time, said he, when the heart and soul of this land was still vibrant and free. He pins him with a crazy stare. The fracker plies his will. The climate survivor now caught. The fracker heads the bill. The survivor sat in the shade, a story he must hear, and talk did that ancient fracker, a wild, crazy-eyed seer. We cheered. Halliburton was cleared. No law would make us frown. Through the water and through the rock, to shale seams 3 miles down, we sucked up ancient life's fossils that make machines go round. As gas rigs sprang up to the east, drills bristled all around. The gear shone bright all through the night. The country rang with sound. We took the farmland step by step. Gas miners clawed their way. The survivor now heard a call, a chance to get away. The survivor he moved to leave, but a tale he must hear, and talk did that ancient fracker, the zealous, gas-crazed seer. When the gas madness came, it was so tyrannous and strong, it struck with an awful power, greed drove us fast along. With fevered pace and no regrets, on nature's gifts we tread. Having no regard for others, we forged ever ahead. Our rigs drilled fast, loud roared the blast, the earth shook as we spread. And then there came both heat and drought, and it grew monstrous dry. The dust, cloud high, came all about, devils of old did fly. And through man's hand a poisoned land did sound a dismal scream. No sight of green or life remained, the dust was all between. The gas was here, the gas was there, the gas was all around. It fizzled and flared, seeped and spat, and hell had come unbound. At length Mother Earth's spirit dear, into our dreams she came, to remind us of something lost, while we all played the game. She sought the love that she had left, around the men she flew. The view did clear as rain drew near, our foreman steered the crew. As gas fields pockmarked all the land, Earth's spirit did hover. Every night, in visions of fright, gave us frackers bother. In mists and clouds, to men in crowds, she came in dreams vexing, whilst all the day through engine smoke bright sunshine was blazing. God save you, ancient gas fracker, from horror's evil art. Why look you so? With poison drill I pierced Mother Earth's heart. The sun still rose every day, from morning's haze it grew, and haloed by dust with each night, blood-red sunset the view. Money and power pushed us on, no kindness was about, no heart for peace or room for love, replaced by awful doubt. And I had done a hellish thing that would cause great woe, for all believed I pierced the heart that makes sweet water flow. Ah, wretch, said they, the mother slayed that makes all life to grow. But profit sought, our fortunes rose, the good weather held clear, and all agreed I killed the bitch that brought the heat and fear. 'Twas right, said they, spirit to slay that brings the heat and fear. The fair breeze blew, the gas game grew, the foul wells flowed on free. We weren't the first, perhaps the worst, to cheer the death of trees. Water, water everywhere, and all the ponds did stink. Water, water everywhere, but all too vile to drink. About from steely pipes the death fires danced at night. The water, like a witch's oils, burnt green and blue and white. The very earth did rot. Oh, hell, that ever this should be! Yes, oily things did ooze about when diesel was set free. And every heart grew cold with doubt, now hard without a soul. We could not stop, we could not feel, our greed would take its toll. For some a doubt in dreams was sowed, the thing that stalked us so. From miles down, a curse was freed from deep time, eons ago. For me a great unease arose, my act a crime profound? If it was, all the blame was mine, my soul to Satan bound. Gas fields free-ranged in USA, to the Southland we came. First to fall was the Darling Downs, then the Liverpool Plains, and thousands of wells were drilled down. The rivers served as drains. The spin was more jobs, more money, lawmakers in our pay. Gloucester, Illawarra, Bentley, everywhere was okay. Our plans unchecked with goals unleashed, to laugh and never fail. Bask in our good luck we were. I blessed our karma, touched some wood and revelled in our tale. With lust unslaked, vision half-baked, we saw a new age dawn. From the people it did begin. All at once they kept coming in, to lock the gate were drawn. People of conscience united. Non-violence was their call, their pledges non-negotiable, protect country and all. Locking on at so many sites, they kept us from our hall. A few years on, our progress stalled. We faced a perfect storm. With few buyers and falling price, our gas now cheap as corn. But right as rain, all was set right. War with another race. With no peace, when fear reigns the world, protest put in its place. And so it went down all the years. We could not be undone. From Tasmania to Darwin, Broome, Red Centre and Cape Byron, they all were overrun. In dreams she came. Her lips were red, her hair was black as coal, her skin as white as leprosy. Mother Earth's nightmare ghost was free to chill men's blood with cold. For you, fracker, the game is up, and there's a price to pay. Your crime is dear, I die, you witness from this day. You pierce my heart, now life flows out, your acts are deadly sins. The earth my body, air my breath, the water my spirit goes down. Now your horror begins. And year by year, from that time on, no rest but groan or sigh. I've walked the world in baking heat, a killer who can't die. I fear you, Ancient Gas Fracker, I fear your ghastly hand. Fear not, dear survivor, on you there's no demand. Alone, alone, all alone, under our mother's spell, with her body pierced and fractured, her world a living hell. And on once beautiful country, millions of wells now rise, pipes and roads, destruction above, fractured rocks, seams demise. Frackers say there's little impact, a tiny hole, you know, but like a bullet wound on skin, the damage is below. Steel and cement will contain hell, or so they like to say. But oh, they forgot to tell us Pandora's box must stay. Gases and poisons move around, unsafe in every way. Toxic waste across the country it spills and leaks and sprays, and drilling mud now fouls the land while crops on fields decay. A witch's brew despoiled the plains. Toxic chemicals spread, benzene, toluene, xylene spray, where arsenic and mercury lay, there to render you dead. Wherever I go, salt is there. Some salt land for revenge. We poisoned our soil for profit, and fate will now avenge. Old mines and shafts blaze eternal as gas flames pulse the air. Deep underground burn the coal seams, which no one can repair. But dig the ground if you dare, and fumes will light the air. Down drop the flow. The gas cut back. and mad as mad were we, and we did speak only to curse the strange anomaly. Day after day, we struck no gas or oil. As barren as a sucking straw, we drew just dust and soil. When sweet, it is a gentle thing, and life must have a draught. To nature, praise should be given. To ruin, the act of demons, fracking is beyond daft. The gentle springs in the paddocks, they were the first to go, and then the bores, and then the creeks, then the water below. Beyond the nights with rising sun, I saw each morning's dew. It glistened in the coming light, and while it seemed to be all right, was just a poisoned stew. From burning bores and salty streams, the water was all rank. The rivers choked on mining waste, dumped by the ton they stank. Mighty condamines spewed out gas, natural was the lie. Now we know what it takes to make a pristine river die. The mother's veins were meant for life, not a sewer obscene. All about, frackers worked a rout, precious water unclean. It bubbles, stirs, it shoots out pipes, the water burned so bright. The miners cheered, the plague moved on, thinking they had the right. Drilling everywhere, fracking wide, seams opened to the sky. Methane gas blanketed the earth, a dome to terrify. Forever burning through the night, flaring replaced the moon. Lights that burn 24/7 lit up our foul cocoon. And gas hissing is strange music, so like a soulful song that now sounds a serpent warning and makes you move along. Our factories compress the gas, an infernal racket, a tortured noise that never stopped, for some a straitjacket. Doing such work takes tons of grit, pumped in air stops breathing. At times each day foul odours came, gasping and chest heaving. The long-buried life, brought to air, it expanded to mist. Carbons, mono and dioxide, uraniums persist. Benzene and hexane and radon, in seams, always exist. And like a seeping evil let go, neurotoxins abound, with reproductive disruptors and hazards all around. The air we breathed, we were deceived, not even fit for stock. Coughing, wheezing and allergy, our lungs were turned to rock. Just how long can you breathe the air? Not as long as you dare, as each breath of air that you take hastens your end, make no mistake. What sense to those who care? As Mother Nature's body bled, I watched her life flow by. As her breath began to falter, all I could do was cry. I fear you, Ancient Gas Fracker. Your soul can never rest. While the dead are free of dying, the living must go on trying, or cede death its conquest. Life, so precious and so fragile. Our frackers were knighted. Plants, animals, the human race, all children were blighted. We cleared Pilliga and moved on. No forest would be saved. Koalas, possums, native friends all fell as trees were raised. Safe and sweet the cover story, yet widely illness crept. Forget truth of thalidomide, we never felt regret. The curse that pregnant women bore could never pass away. Joy at conceiving turns to woe, for broken bubs they pray. How sharp the guilt it fell on me, as children tore their skin, with far too many bleeding free the cry of distraught kin. Bringing numbness and convulsion, some sickness comes on fast, but cancer, its own time it keeps, arrives when years have passed. The burns, rashes, and spreading sores too many I have seen, and headaches afflicted us all, we always felt unclean. For people once fine, fit and strong, hurt to see nature's plight, to do right, they did what they could by fighting the good fight. and the world sank in deep, deep fright. Smell and taste senses spent. Too many times and names and rhymes lost as history went. The price to pay was clear as glass, but never to us loons, and in our heads our brains were dead, dementing way too soon. This land, once blessed with nature's gifts, beautiful, rich and rare, now stood mute warning of the thieves who took and would not share. The fracker and the survivor at once heard him coming. A wise old protector arrived, intending to calm him. The protector lived where he could, moving as he needed. He greeted them as he approached, his voice still strong, without reproach, his words always heeded. He sat right down, crossed his legs, and looked to hear the stranger. "I do not know your face, my friend, but you smell like danger." Climate survivor made to talk. Protector gave him pause. "Why do I see a fracker here? Talk, please explain your cause." "I was there when fracking began, an age of infamy. Then I pierced the heart, nature's heart, source of all energy, and cursed by her ghost since that time, my agony returns until I tell my ghastly tale. This heart within me burns. I pass like night from land to land. I have strange powers of speech. That moment that his face I see, I know the man that must hear me. To him my tale I teach." Protector leaned to the fracker. He spoke now, feeling stirred. "I have had to live with your crime. The truth was never heard. I was there 50 years ago on Queensland's Darling Downs. I saw the blitz, I heard your lies, you drove my people down. Slapped awake by sad Tara's fate, her people harmed and scorned. With brave friends I stood at Bentley to face the police storm. But swift as dreams and shifting ground came war, all hope was torn. To ease your soul, you go around, when a mark you do see, you think that you have the right to tell your tale and be free." An uproar bursts from the shelter. Climate survivors yell. Protector and fracker lock eyes. "You fossil fool, you horrify, and you can go to hell. Ancient fracker, your soul is lost. To Satan sold, you see. No talk, no cheap psychology can now undo what you have done to him and her and me. Begone, begone, but this I say, some can be forgiven, but your crimes forever repel. The people who live well, love well all nature's creation." The gas fracker with bloodshot eyes, all hope of solace gone, he leaves the climate survivors alone to meet the dawn. They must go on. Nothing can shock, for they survive the past. A stronger and a wiser band, they turn to face the task.